believe it or not, I was going to the store. I left my house. I was going to the store, and I ran into Daryl C. He was he had some 12-inch of high-powered rap, and he was just walking around neighborhoods giving out the records. So I ran into him. I didn't even know he was Daryl C. from Crash Crew. He was just some guy handing out records. So he gave me one, and we just got to talking and blah, and then we just, formed, on my friendship since then. And I used to go to the Bronx and hang out with him. He used to take me to some, some record stores to find break beats and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Then our friendship just grew. And then they wanted to make a record, and he wanted me, to do a jam. I think you may have to do research, but I think I'm the only outside of Sugar Hill production to ever go in Sugar Hill Record studio.
Well, that's also why I was confused, because I knew they were very...
Right, they had a camp, like a clip.
Yeah.
I was the only outsider to come into Sugar Hill studio and produce a record outside of Sugar Hill's production, team.
So when you met Daryl C, was this like 84-ish, 85, would you say?
I think it was like in 84. Okay. Whenever the high-powered rap came out on the black label with the yellow already.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So at that point, what was going on in your world as far as musically and personally? What was going on with you?
I was just I was still like a neighborhood DJ, playing at block parties, house parties, and stuff like that. So I was just going to record stores, buying updated records, because as a DJ you gotta stay up to date. So I was just basically like just DJing. And then it was in 83. I think it was like summer of 83. I went to Rock and Soul on what street was that 7th Avenue? Across the street from Madison Square Garden and Mayfield's.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that store, Rock and Soul.
I've seen it. I know what it is.
Yeah, so that was one of my go-to record shops.
Okay.
And I was there, to see what they had new. And then, and when I left the record store, this guy named Peter Allen stopped me with a little tape recorder. And he wasn't a rapper or a producer. He was like managing this rap group. It was a guy and a girl, and they were working on a song called, I think it's called Fresh Beat. So he was just stopping people playing the tape, to get their opinion to see if he was going in the right direction. So when he stopped me and played for me, I was like, nah, man, that's whack.
I welcome you guys back on here. If you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. So Hitman Howie Tee, the pioneer hip-hop producer behind Special ED and Chubb Rock, those two big artists actually died. Brooklyn's own Hitman Howie Tee helped define the sound of the late 80s and of course the early 90s hip-hop. The cause of death has not been revealed yet in this moment in time, but according to what we've been seeing online, he was born as Howard Thompson in London, where he was raised in East Flatbush, and then later on Brooklyn. He became Howie Tee, and by the time he passed on, he was 61 years old. Hitman Howie Tee made his mark as one of hip-hop's most versatile, influential, and low-key sonic architects, and he was a master of beats and of course a king of turntablism. Furthermore, he crafted hits that helped launch careers of artists like Special ED, Chubb Rock, the Real Roxanne, U.T.F.O, and he shaped a generation of hip-hop fans, artists and producers. In the early 80s, Howie Tee emerged as a member of the electro-rap. Together they introduced the world to Whistle, a trio whose 1985 single Nothing Serious Just Begun became a global b-boy anthem. He was also involved in the production of partnership with U.T.F.O's Kango Kid that pushed him into true prominence and of course stardom. His huge legacy is going to live on, and he's been a low-key one of the guys who is not highly talked about but highly influential within hip-hop. We are sending our deepest condolences to the whole family, friends and family, plus all the fans who actually knew and loved him. Rest in power, King.